have will, we have intention, we have commitment, and we discussed over all the possible directions of cooperation to the leadership of Pakistan, to the business representatives of Pakistan. I'd like to thank you for coming to Uzbekistan, and to the business entrepreneurs, I'd like to say that there is a great opportunities for the partnership here, and I was really glad to see and hear your will to establish the joint ventures and to have the partnership with our companies in Pakistan and in Uzbekistan are both in a new way of development. And within the last years, under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister, a lot of achievements we witnessed in Pakistan, and we at the brotherly nations are really glad to see those achievements. The amount of the investments flow to the country, the increase of the GDP, the fact that they were able to rid off the inflation and decrease the bank interest rate is a great achievement for the population of Pakistan, and the people of Pakistan are really glad to see those changes in their life. And from a deep root of my heart and of my people's heart, I'd like to thank and congratulate personally Mr. Prime Minister, His Excellency, and his team for those achievements. We wish even greater success in the future. Of course, we talked about different direction of cooperation, and there is not any challenges or the problems with the political will in the international organizations like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Islamic Cooperation Organization. We have the shared ideas, and the political decisions that we are making are resonating with each other, and there is no any kind of problem or challenges or barriers in those political or approaches. So now we need to also pay attention to the economic growth. Who is doing economies development? Entrepreneurs. When the entrepreneurs will do that? When we have the shared common political will. So we have the foundation for that. That's why this visit is historical visit. That wouldn't be a mistake to say that this is a really historical visit. We talked over different possibilities of cooperation, and I'd like to tell you that in all the directions, even the small things, even to resolve the problems of each company, we will pay specific attention. That was our conclusion, and we will have the interregional governmental commission elevated to a high-level strategic partnership, and by the leaders, by His Excellency Shahbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister of the Pakistan, and the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan. The control will be done over those measures implementation. We will have calls twice a month, once in 2 months, and every month the ministers and the responsible bodies will make a reporting to us on the fact and status of implementation of those achieved agreements. What I want to say, the Pakistan and Uzbekistan are not competitors. We are countries complementing each other's economy. I'm using the word complementing, which means that we have a lot of opportunities for the partnership and the cooperation. If we eliminate the corruption, eliminate the bureaucracy, open the ways for the cooperation, if we have an open and transparent dialogue, and if we are able to show you the right direction and support you, then those great results will come in the future. We achieved the trade turnover volume $400 million. Can you imagine what can be done in the future, since those leaders of the big companies are participating today? So a great people here participating and are ready to work with our entrepreneurs. I tell to my entrepreneurs that they are my family, they are my sons and daughters. I tell them that they are a strong wall of Uzbekistan. They are the great platform for development of our economy. And 6-7 years ago, we had a lot of opportunities that we have today. And we opened a lot of barriers and the challenges that they were facing in the past. So we need increase the amount of these kind of forums and events, and $400 million, frankly speaking, are not in line with our reputation. We need to talk about the $2 billion, $3 billion. You need to implement big projects. I'd like to say one more thing. We have our guests, entrepreneurs coming to Uzbekistan from Pakistan. We have one kind request from you, to raise openly the challenges and the problems that you are facing. My ministers, my civil servants are ready to serve and to help you, to support you. You need to raise all those challenges to them and they will resolve it. We need to have the complementing each other's economy. And I always say that the partnership must be mutually beneficial. We cannot achieve the goals by having the one side benefit in the cooperation. I know that for development of your business in Uzbekistan, I need to create the conditions. That's why I made a proposal to transfer this partnership to a level of a strategic partnership. In all the spheres, in the energy sector, we made the conclusions regarding the wind, hydro, and the solar energy within the last year. So we gathered a lot of experience. 59 billion energy was several years ago. Today we have 81 billion energy, and the ones who understand what is the generation of the energy will understand that this is a great achievement. In Pakistan, we know that you have 320 days of sun in a year, like in Uzbekistan. And we are ready to share our experience with you to create joint stations. The mining and the minerals is also important direction for our cooperation. Honorable His Excellency Prime Minister also told, let's work on that direction. And we agree with that. We are ready to share all the possible experiences that we have in this regard. Another direction for the cooperation is a textile. In 2016, we had, in the most fruitful year, we were selling the cotton for $600, $800 million. But today, the creation of the GDP chain allowed for the creation of the 420 and 450 clusters. Textile clusters, which means that we have new job places created in the country, and we are exporting 4.5 billion value-added export. And the big textile companies lack the experience on working with the value-added, high value-added products. And in those textile companies, for instance, we are ready to give them to your management. We have approximately 10 these kind of big companies that we are ready to give those companies to the Pakistani entrepreneurs. I can also make a decision, even if necessary, there will be the resolution of the cabinet of the ministers or the resolution of or decision of the president, even if necessary. So there will be the possibilities and opportunities for all of you. We are entering to the we enter to the GSP Plus of the Europe, and we can support you on the GSP Plus also. Regarding the leather industry, we are trying to change the practice and the trade volumes on the leather industry as well, but unfortunately, we're not able to achieve those great results that we put in front of us. In pharmaceuticals, you have a great experience. A lot of Pakistani companies coming to Uzbekistan and working in the pharmaceuticals. We have 3 billion approximately import of the medicines, pharmaceuticals, which means that this is a great market to all of you. If you have any proposals, we are ready to listen to them and to support them. One more thing I'd like to say. For the development of the economy and all those directions, we need to develop the transport and the logistics. Today, with His Excellency Mr. Prime Minister, we conducted a lot of discussions on the Trans-Afghan Railway, and as a result of these negotiations, we came to the conclusion on establishment of the tripartite committee, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, to have this kind of committee in Termes and to review all the possible opportunities of this project. Why do we need that? We need that for to increase the trade. We have the modal approach, but in case we have the railway, then the turnover of the trade will be increased. For 30 years, they were saying that we were talking about Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, China railway. For 30 years, it was just words. It was just sayings. But thanks to the will that we had and Xi Jinping that sees a shared vision on the opportunities that we have here. We started the creation of the railway. Can you imagine what can be achieved in the future if we unite the Eastern Asia with the Central Asia, with the South Asia? If we also prolong that railway to Afghanistan and Pakistan, what could be the opportunities? And the fact that the freight of the commodities will be secure, much more cheaper, and much more efficient. That's why, in case you have any kind of proposals, I kindly ask you to tell me them. Tell me your problems, your challenges, tell me your proposals, your initiatives, and honorable entrepreneurs of Uzbekistan, please show a warm hospitality of Uzbekistan and show to our guests your facilities, all the possible opportunities. Please know that I'm always ready to answer to all of your questions. If you are not able to ask the question from me, ask the question from my team. We will find out the ever possible solution. So this kind of partnership of yours will be mutually beneficial. We will implement all the necessary measures, all the necessary decisions will be adopted in order to support it. And we have the openness policy, the policy of supporting the entrepreneurs, is the policies that we have now in Uzbekistan. But of course, we may face some challenges in the practice. I cannot say for 100% that sure that everything is on place. We are on the way of transition. We are on the way of development, which means that taking into account the interests of our population, we will develop on ourselves. And the prosperity is brought by the entrepreneurs. And His Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister, my brother also told that at the beginning there was 40% of the poverty, and today they were able to decrease to 8%, and till the end of this year they are expecting to decrease to 6%. It's not done, or it's not something which is taken from the air. Who is doing that? Those kind of leaders, great figures, are doing that for you, so you could use these opportunities and that potential that we have in both countries. And I'd like to thank once more my brother for bringing so much entrepreneurs to our country. He brought entrepreneurs because he trusted to us, and in order to have the fruitful discussion, so the guests will not say that we had only the words, only the sayings, not the practice. Hajjai, for instance, yesterday told, my Minister of Foreign Affairs also told, my minister, they all told that they are all connected with all the guests coming to Uzbekistan. If I ask them, will they confirm that you are working with them? That's why the most important thing that I really liked is the fact that Honorable Prime Minister told that 3 or 4 civil servants will stay in Uzbekistan, and in upcoming future, maybe today or even tomorrow, 4 or 5 government officials will come to Uzbekistan to achieve great results in the future, and to achieve them, to have the fruitful discussions. We only need to have steps forward. Please take your seats. Thank you. We have a great plans for the future, and we need to open for us the third markets, and we need to able to produce and manufacture the competitive and high quality products. In case we are able to mutually produce cheap and high quality products, then we will grow the economy. And I always say we need to learn from Pakistan. In many directions, we still need to learn a lot from Pakistan. And today, a great platform and opportunity to learn, to see each other eyes, to